Bet you didn't know that catfish can swim backwards. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? Catfish are everywhere. From that curry catfish that you saw in somebody's aquarium to catfish that people consume in restaurants. That wasn't where I was trying to get, but there are a lot of them. Actually, catfish isn't a generic name to design every fish that has little whiskers, but rather is a common name to refer to the fish that are in the Pseudoriforme order. Today in Platis, we are talking about that. Look, I think that catfish are really awesome. Ignoring the fact that like 98% of catfish species I won't ever have the chance to have them on an aquarium. There are a lot of them that surprise me and may surprise you as well due to the things that they can do, even though I don't think you could ever have them as well. Let's start light with the fact that this group of fish already resembles a cat, one of the most overpowered animals you could ever have at home. Let me tell you that these creatures do interesting things as well. A lot of them even had to learn how to move out of water in order to look for somewhere else better to keep living. It is believed that catfish originated in Gondwana, which, if you didn't pay any attention in geography classes, is no longer in a modern map. This is because Gondwana used to be a supercontinent 600 million years ago. The most important regions here are South America, Africa, and the Indian subcontinent, places where nowadays catfish are more diverse than everywhere else in the world. You don't like curry catfish? Oh wait, how are you supposed to dislike curry catfish? So you're lucky because we haven't talked about the variety of catfish that exist yet. Also you're lucky because here you can find more videos about rare animals and that kind of stuff. So go ahead and subscribe. In terms of fish that you could have at home, some of them love algae and I know you hate it. You could get an Ancistrus, an Otocinclus, or if you're feeling with a big aquarium, just get a pleco. By the way, I highlight the big aquarium thing because I know you will have to get one of those. This doesn't mean you won't have to clean your own aquarium because that's your duty, but if you're feeling kinda algae phobic, just get one of these. Yes, I know that plecos and Ancistrus look pretty similar, look, I know. But you could tell if one of these is an Ancistrus just looking at the structures up in the head. This only applies to male Ancistrus, and if you see a female, well, you have two fish and one imposter. Just guess. Just look at all the species that these two have. They have great examples of exotic patterns. You can't read this word. And there's also this guy, which scares me a bit, but also I love it. It's called Royal Panake, if you want to see more of it. Something cool I found about plecos is that people classify them with an L and then put a number that goes from 1 to, I don't know. All pleco species aren't discovered yet. The L goes for Loricaridae, which is the largest catfish family out there, and the number goes to species or varieties that haven't been scientifically or formally described yet, or even to species that were identified by aquarium trade. If you wanna find what kind of pleco are you, just put an L, put your birthday, and then search it on Google. And yeah, congratulations, now that's your pleco. Now you can share it on Instagram and everyone will look at you weird. This is way more common than you think. No, I'm not talking about the Instagram thing. I'm talking about the L thing. Mainly because plecos aren't bred especially in farms. Instead of that, people just go over their habitat, which in the majority of the cases tends to be the Amazon River, and just catch some of them. Doing this is really normal to run over new species that no one has ever seen before. Here in South America we have the majority of species, and as the proud Colombian that I am, I have to say that the only extinct freshwater fish that we used to have was a catfish. It was called pez graso de tota or fatty tota fish in English. This is really upsetting. In South America we also have the gulper catfish, which is this catfish that can double or even triple its size after catching prey. In this description you could think that this fish is a monster that eats everything on its way, but it isn't. They are really calmed down. They behave like that friend that just plays Minecraft all day and just get up to eat. Yeah, like that kind of friend. And take into account that it is normal that this fish probably won't eat in a few days after eating a big meal. Anyways, moving into catfish that you can't have but you wish you could, we have the most badass fish name, mid-electric catfish. This thing is native to Africa and let me tell you that it is insane. Let me just tell you some shocking facts about this fish. It doesn't care about the size of its prey. If it is hungry, it is going to make anything possible to knock down a bigger animal to eat. They grow a lot. And when I say a lot, I really mean a lot. They don't have any natural predators because, you know, who wants to get in trouble with a 1.20 meter living taser? They call home to the entire African continent, and yes, you can find it almost everywhere. They are found all the way from the Nile River to the Great African Lakes and in smaller water curves all around the continent. And we can't forget about the obvious things, because yes, they are electric. They can deliver a shock of 350 volts, which is enough to turn on 2 light bulbs. And if you were asking, but I don't think so, yeah, they don't have any skills. And it does all of that without changing that little cute face. And those only were some examples of how catfish can be awesome animals. Some of them you can have them at home, some of them you don't, but you can have some pictures of them, some videos too. I really didn't want to dive too much into big catfish because I know that at the end you would end up pretty bored. But if you like this kind of fish as much as I do, please watch some videos about them because they are so interesting. And who knows, it could be a conversation topic to talk about when having dinner with the family. And again, everyone will look at you weird, but you know that you're happy. I like to be here with you, and I hope you like this video, and without nothing to say, have a good day.